Yes, people. Welcome to our channel, FPL Chefs, with myself, Josh,
And Lee,
and we're going to give you your weekly dose of FPL flavors. Starting off with last week's leftovers. So this is basically running you through our teams from the last game week, and just having a little chat about who impressed us and who didn't. So Lee, how did you get on?
it wasn't too bad. It was better than game week one, so I ended up
Yeah,
with 62 points,
decent. Yeah,
which
nice.
is not too bad. I can't complain about
Mm.
that. So I did have a few people that actually scored goals this week. So I João
Yeah, it
Pedro,
helps.
yeah, which always
Yeah,
helps.
Pedro. Yeah, yeah,
João Pedro, which scored.
yeah,
Obviously, I had a few assists in there. So I had Gakpo, I had
yeah.
Saka, and I had Saka captain as well. So there's obviously double points there. So it wasn't too bad overall. I did have a couple of hiccups. So I had Welbeck in
Yeah,
for Palmer. So
yeah,
obviously Palmer was injured. So
yeah,
Welbeck came in.
yeah.
He got 0 points because he missed a penalty. And then I thought, okay, that's fine. I've got Bruno left to play, and he missed a penalty as well. So yeah,
FBL, baby.
FPL mate. So, but overall, not too bad. Not
Yeah,
too bad.
yeah, he's very good. I'd say he's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
How was your week?
I did slightly better than you. I got 69 points. Um,
Woohoo!
yeah. I'm really happy with the week, to be fair. Finally, well, I'd say most of the players did well. I had Sells in goal for 2 points, Van Hecker 1 point, Estev got 6 points for Burnley,
Yeah,
Cucurella got 5 points, and Dye did really well, got 8 points. I saw the highlights; he looked really good.
he's
Um,
decent.
yeah, Gakpo 10 points, did really well again. Minter, he was close. He was close. I think Brighton are kind of like simmering, but I don't know if I can wait that long.
Yeah,
Saka, I had captain, did pretty well. Got a good goal, obviously came off, which isn't ideal. So I'm gonna have to find a replacement for him and Palmer. Luckily, Ndai came on for Palmer because he was injured. So that
yeah,
was good.
a good one that is.
That was lucky. That was Ekatike did really well, 9 pointer. Watkins nothing again, 2 points, and Gyökeres 12 points did really well. Um, so overall, pretty happy. I think I got a couple of things to sort out. Defense, it's not filling me with confidence. I mean, like I've gone Van Hecker. Brighton, I think they'll just concede goals. I don't know. They're not quite playing too well at the moment, so I'm not sure about him. I might have to move him out at some point. But then I've got Jufen. I got Konsa coming back in this week, which is all right. Um,
Tricky fixture though, Palace.
it is a tricky
Yeah.
fixture. I think it's going to be like a 1 or something in it again, or a 3-1.
Mm,
So yeah, it's I'm pretty happy. I'm happy with my midfield and attack, but defense I think I have to sort it out a little bit. I've got Juve still. No, West Ham are just terrible.
yeah,
Um,
not
so
good.
yeah, so I'm overall happy with 69 points. So I'm up to like 2.7 mil or something. So definitely a
Ooh,
big boost from like 7.5 mil, whatever I was.
yeah.
Um,
We're on exactly the same points, aren't
we are, which is
we?
cute. We're on the same points. Not for long, mate. Not for long.
No.
I'll leave you in my in my trail, mate.
Yeah, we'll see next week, mate.
Yeah. But so overall happy. Overall happy. On to the next segment. We're going to go burnt to a crisp, which is basically the players that flopped the biggest or the most last week. The sort of, I'm going to say Watkins for me because I thought Brentford's great fixture. They could bounce back.
Yeah.
Rogers and Watkins, all of them, just I don't know what's going on with Villa. Really, it's a bit of a weird one. Just not
Mm.
looked at it at all. Yeah, like I said, I thought they would bounce back. I thought Watkins at least get a goal. Nothing, mate. Brentford just, yeah,
Yeah, it was a surprising one,
yeah,
Villa game because I've got Watkins as well, and I thought he's going to easily get a goal. He's not
yeah,
going to go two
surely,
games without a goal or something happening,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just looks flat. Looks so
Really
flat.
flat, really flat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
good. I have to think about
But
that because it's 9 mil is a lot of money. So
yeah,
yeah, it's probably one of the things I'm thinking about the next few weeks. But I'll see how it goes. I'll give him another couple of games probably.
yeah. Likewise here. But for me, my biggest flop, it's got to be Palmer. He didn't even play. You know.
Yeah, to be fair, same here. But
So
yeah, that was just, just. Mm. I don't know if I could do it to myself again, mate. I've been
Nah,
through it last season with it, and it's yeah, I don't know, man. I think you got like Neto, and Esteval. They're both like so much cheaper than Palmer.
they look good. Neto,
And
yeah,
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 Neto, I think he's a good shout, mate. He's really low owned still, and he's getting like a lot of minutes as well. Esteval's like Esteval and Gittins are kind of vying for the I think right wing it is.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, mate, I think Neto looks good and looks pretty exciting. So I think that's maybe a good shout going into next. I'll probably weigh it up, maybe get Minter out for someone like Neto.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Just
keep an eye
keep an eye
on it
on it.
for sure. On to dish of the week, where we basically go through the high scoring player from last week and the high scoring players from both our teams from last week. The high scoring player overall was Timber with 24 points. It's just ridiculous. I mean, yeah, Arsenal lead. You know, we expected them to get. It was probably a 4-0 as like expected.
Yeah,
So 5-0 is not exactly crazy, but I mean, Timber to get two goals and an assist and a clean sheet is crazy.
third
Um,
highest ever score from a defender or something like that. I
yeah,
think,
yeah,
and
it's
people, quite a lot of people triple captained him as
really
well. Yeah, 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 yeah.
no
Quite a
what?
few people. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Which
saw
is
the highest scorer this week, triple captain, and we got 70
yeah.
points.
What?
It's like what?
Why would you triple captain
I know,
him?
it doesn't make sense, but sometimes risks pay off, I guess. But yeah, the highest scoring for me is Gyökeres. I thought he looked much sharper this week. I think in games like that, he's going to do well, where there's a bit more space and stuff like that. I think the games where there's less space, he might struggle a bit, like the Man U game, for example. So, but I think he'll score goals this season. Yeah, like I said before, I said when we started, I said he'll get 20 plus. You said no, but we'll see. I think he
We'll
looks
see.
good.
We'll
And
see.
what about you? Who
Yeah,
got the
and
most points for you?
yeah, and I just think with Gyökeres, I think after game week 7, because the Arsenal's run gets really good,
Yeah,
so he'll definitely be a player to
yeah.
bring in from around that point there. But so for me, even though we called him the rotten egg last week, he got me the most points, and that was João Pedro. So
Yeah, João Pedro,
yeah,
mate. Oh,
15 points for him, and he looked good. He looked really good.
he did look
It,
really good, to be fair.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, West Ham were terrible, but he did look
yeah,
good. And to be honest, I think he was quite suited him playing in that role. He was
yeah. I think
in the
so.
kind of
I think
the
so, mate.
10.
I think the thing with if Palmer's out, he's got he's going to get 90 minutes pretty much because
Yeah,
even if they bring someone on for him in the nine, he just dropped back, just
yeah,
go to
yeah.
the 10, and he was starting the 10. Or if they bring someone on to play in the 10, he'll just go to the nine.
Okay.
So it's like it's kind of ideal having Palmer out because you for him
Yeah,
anyway because you know that
yeah,
he's gonna get so many more minutes. So it's a weird one because Palmer comes back. I mean, if he still keeps banging them in, he's gonna start. Sorry, he's gonna start, but he's gonna get minutes, but. It's still one of those ones where he's not guaranteed 90 minutes, especially when Palmer's back. So it's a hard one, isn't it? It's hard when weighing it up. Will he get the
yeah,
goals in before like 70 minutes, which would be good. But at the same time, if a lot of goals get scored sort of end of the game, added time, 90 minutes kind of thing. So yeah,
yeah.
tough one to weigh up.
Have to keep an eye. Have to keep an eye.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
he scored the most for me this week.
Okay, cool. On to spicy differential, which is basically our picks for our players under 10% owned. So last week we had a bit of a stinker. I went with Rogers, who got I think 2 points, was it?
Yeah,
And Cunha, you went Cunha, who got
yeah.
was it 2 points as well. I can't
Something
remember.
like that. Yeah.
But anyway, either
Nothing.
way,
Yeah, nothing good.
they both stunk it up. So yeah, it wasn't great. But moving on to this week, I think we both agreed on Saar for
Yeah.
Palace
So
because he did look good in the game. He's going to be there. I think he's going to be their main attacking force this season. Him and Mateta. I think he's like a decent price. He's going to play 90 minutes, 100%,
all the time.
all the time. He's going to play every game. And Palace have quite a nice little run coming up. They've got Villa next, um, who obviously. at the moment you'd expect them to be.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And then they've got let's have a look. They have sorry, I've lost it here. Where is it? I got Everton next week, next game week, and then after that they got Sunderland. So
Not a
it's
bad run.
not a bad little run, and then they got Fulham. So it's not, and Burnley after that. So the next sort of 4 or 5 game weeks actually look. Sorry, no, I'm talking about Villa. Sorry, go back. Oh, another Mary. But yeah, Palace. We're talking about Palace. Talking about Palace.
Villa's got a good run then.
Yeah, Villa got a good run, but they're looking awful. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of keeping. That's why I'm keeping Watkins. Palace have Villa next week, and then they have Sunderland at home. And then they've got West Ham away, so that's actually like
Right, even better. It's
three
even
really
better.
good fixtures.
Yeah.
I think he's a good shout, mate. I don't know how much owned he is, but I don't think it's a lot.
5%, 5%,
There
I
you go,
think.
there you go, five
Yeah,
percent. So yeah, I think he's a good shout.
100%. I think also like with Eze going as well, he's going to be
He's going
their
to be
main
main
man
man.
in the middle. And yeah, he's on my watch list for when the next game week. So when they come into Sunderland
Yeah,
and West Ham,
yeah,
I'm going to keep
yeah,
an eye.
yeah, definitely.
Um, but yeah, in another one to watch, I think we mentioned as well when we were chatting about Alanga.
Yes,
So he could be one to watch. Obviously, Newcastle have got a lot of injuries at the minute.
yeah,
You don't really know what's going on with Isak, so
no,
you don't really know how they're going to play. But they got Leeds next, and they've got a good
yeah. They've
little
got a
run. So
couple of nice fixtures coming up. I think
yeah,
he has looked good. That's the thing. He has looked good, and so did Gordon as well. Which is, I
yeah,
think we talked about bringing Gordon in this
he's
week,
off now.
so that's off the cards. But I think those two this season will be good. I think
Yeah,
depending, it doesn't matter. Doesn't I mean it doesn't matter if Isak's there, obviously, because they've got a lot more assist capability because he's going to put them away, put
mm,
the chances away. But I still think Elanga and Gordon this year are good shouts. I think Newcastle they look really good against Liverpool. They were so unlucky,
yeah,
which I think against like a Leeds or something, they could go like three, four,
smash him.
one or something like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's a good shout. It's good something to think about in the coming weeks for sure.
definitely, definitely.
On to Chef's specials, which is basically our captain picks for this week, who we think is going to get the most points out of our teams. I'm going for Cunha. I've just brought him in for Saka. So against Burnley at home, I think I can't really pass up the opportunity there. He's
Yeah,
probably got the best fixture out of all my players, and he has looked sharp. He hasn't got any returns yet, but he has looked really sharp. So yeah, I'm gonna go Cunha. What about you?
yeah. Cunha is a good shout. I was thinking about him, but I've got Bruno, so I'm
Yeah,
sticking with
yeah,
Bruno for the minute. So I brought in Wood for Welbeck.
yeah.
So I'm going to go Wood against
Okay,
West
cool.
Ham.
Yeah, it's a good
Because he
shout,
didn't.
mate. West Ham's so bad.
They're so bad, and surely going to get a goal against
Surely get a
West
goal.
Ham, and he
He
didn't
should have had a
score.
goal last
He
week.
didn't score. Yeah, the just week just gone, so he's due one.
Yeah,
So that's my
exactly.
thing.
That's a good shout, mate. I think Wood's
Yeah.
very good. I think speaking of Forest, just quickly, the Dan and Doy look really good. Uh,
Mm,
got the assist for the Hudson-Odoi goal last week,
yeah.
and he got a goal the week before. I think if he's starting him and Hudson-Odoi, I think he's a good shout, mate. Because I think,
Yeah.
like I said, Forest have got some decent fixtures, and he's like under the radar completely. I think maybe that's a one to watch as well.
100%. Yeah. Definitely.
Moving on to shopping list. So this is our watch list and transfer plans. The next we've kind of talked about some of them
Mm,
already, but just kind of thinking about what transfers we're going to make. I mean, Palmer's a big one. He's gonna. I think what is he out? He's out like 4+ weeks, isn't he? Something like that. I
not
think.
sure yet. I know Saka is.
Yeah, Saka's
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 definitely.
out for 4 weeks. I think Palmer's out for a bit. So it's sort of maybe it's time to just use that money and spread it around a bit. I know you went. Did you go Wood and Kudus? Did you bring those two in this week?
Yeah, so like I said, yeah, Wood for Welbeck and Kudus for Saka.
Yeah,
Spurs obviously playing Bournemouth's not ideal, but then after that they've got a
yeah,
good few
yeah,
games. They're looking
yeah.
solid as well, so that was
They
my
do.
thinking
Yeah,
behind that. So obviously I've still got Palmer in my team on the bench being injured. So I had two free transfers, hence the two transfers. And
Yeah.
then what I'm going to do is obviously next week get rid of Palmer, and
Mm.
I'm probably going to go a Sar for Sar or
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
like
Save
that.
loads of money. Save loads
Or
of money.
I can't say his name.
Semenyo, yeah,
Bournemouth,
Semenyo.
yeah, Semenyo,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, or him, depending. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Semenyo looked
we'll
really good
see
as
how it
well, mate.
goes.
Yeah, he's looked really good. I think Bournemouth, people are sleeping on Bournemouth a bit.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's definitely a shout. I think like I said before, I brought Cunha in for Saka, um, just because he's looked really sharp, and I think Manuel will start to get some goals and stuff like that. So I
yeah.
think next few weeks we'll see how Cunha does. And another player, um, who was it that I said it was? Well, I'm thinking of so again, same with you. I've got Palmer still, and
Hmm.
I was sort of hoping he wasn't going to be out for weeks, but he looks like he probably is. So it's just thinking like you can get pretty much anyone for that
Yeah,
money.
literally frees up so much money as
So
well.
it just gives you so much choice. I'm thinking Kudus is high on my list. I think Semenyo is another one that you said. I think those two are probably high up. I think Eze is a shout as well, mate. It's having Saka out. We haven't even talked
Yeah,
about Eze. Like come
yeah,
in,
yeah,
he's obviously
true.
match fit because he's been playing. I think he'll slot straight in. Odegaard and Saka out. I think they'll
Yeah,
need
yeah,
they'll
good
need
point.
they'll need an attacking mid in there.
Yeah.
7.5 mil for an Arsenal, Arsenal number 10, let's say.
Hmm.
I think maybe it could be like a little cheeky one.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, they've
Yeah,
got injuries, so he's going to come straight in
yeah,
more than
yeah,
likely.
exactly. So I'll see how he does in the Liverpool game. I think that's going to be a
Hmm.
tough game.
Yeah,
But after that, I think I might have a cheeky look at that.
yeah, good. It's a good shout. Didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
rotten eggs. So this is our last segment. This is yeah, just basically talking about players to avoid or players that just look stinky at the moment or teams that look stinky. So I mean, we said about West Ham last week, and that just remains the same now because they're
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
We said
Awful.
about we said João Pedro, which bit us in the arse a little bit, but I think
Just a
the
bit.
the principle still remains. I think he's without obviously Palmer out now, he's going to get the 90 minutes or close to, but with Palmer back in, it's just a hard one because like we said before, he's going to get 70 around 70 minutes.
All the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
I know you've got him. I'm guessing you're happy with him because he's got the returns last week. But is it something you think about maybe moving on from if it starts going back down to 60, 70 mins again?
Yeah, I think I will. If it starts
Mm.
dropping down and when Chelsea's
Yeah,
fixtures get a little bit
yeah,
tougher, I might change him out. But I think at the minute, I think I'm quite
yeah,
happy with my forward line. So I've got him, Watkins, and Wood.
yeah,
So they've got good runs coming
yeah,
up. There's
yeah. Hopefully
goals in
they
them.
bang him
So
in.
I think I'm happy at the minute, to be honest.
Okay.
But if when Palmer comes back, it
Yeah,
will all change again.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, One of the things I was going to discuss is Liverpool defense. Obviously, you got Frimpong out. Um, Kanate is looking terrible, like
Awful.
all over the place.
So bad.
Van Dijk is looking pretty solid, but he's still not the Van Dijk he used to be. Their whole defense, your whole defense, because I know you was a Liverpool fan, your
Yeah.
whole defense just looks a bit amateur at the moment. Like it's not in keeping with like your midfield and attack is so good, and then your defense is just looking a bit leaky. So
Yeah.
I think because most of Liverpool's defenders are like 6 mil, 6 mil, like I just think that's so much to spend. I think you could spend it on other places, if I'm honest. So I'd say avoid Liverpool defense at the moment anyway.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think Slot when Klopp was manager, this is how we played. We'll score
Yeah,
more goals than you, but we'll let
yeah,
load of
yeah,
goals in.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When Slot was in last season, we were much more controlled and
Pragmatic.
winning games by 1-0 and all of that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
then this season, it's just gone back to how it was. But like you
yeah,
said, Canate
yeah.
looks like he's never kicked a football.
Mate, it's
Kirkez
crazy.
has started off terribly. Obviously, we've got injuries down the right hand side. Bradley's coming back now.
Yeah, Bradley's coming back.
Yeah, so, but yeah,
Yeah,
we don't look like we're going to keep a clean sheet. So
No, no.
I've got Van Dijk in, but just because he might get a goal and he's good for the defensive
Yeah,
contribution.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we'll see where we get to. But
It's one of those things. If you've got them, you probably just keep them for now,
yeah,
because you don't want to use up your transfer on a defender. That's the thing. Once it comes to like having four or five free transfers saved up, then it's something you could thinking about like starting to move around. So
yeah,
yeah,
100%.
is there anything else you'd say for rotten eggs to avoid?
So I would say Welbeck. So obviously I've got had
Oh, yeah,
Welbeck in
yeah,
my team. He missed a penalty,
yeah,
so that's no good. And
yeah.
I
Bad
think
penalty.
Brighton, like I said, they're kind of simmering. They just can't score
Mm,
goals.
mm.
So I think having a Brighton forward
Yeah,
in a
like
team that aren't
iPhone
scoring
info.
goals and missing
Yeah.
penalties, I think get rid. I think they're not rotten eggs, um,
Yeah, not
but
yet, not yet.
but no,
Hey,
the other two, well, I think this is left field,
yeah.
but we don't have either of them in our team. A lot of people do, and they're very expensive players.
Mm.
Salah and Haaland. I'm glad they blanked. I'm glad they
Yeah,
blanked, and
rotten eggs. I'm glad they
I,
blanked too, mate.
I, I generally think that a lot of people are going to come out of Salah soon. I think he's
Mm.
going to be.
I
I
think
think
so,
he's going to
yeah.
start being sold because
Yeah.
he's not. Look, I know he got an assist, and to be honest, Slobs was like, well, Dom. I'm going to
Yeah.
call him.
Yeah,
He
Dom.
made that goal. That
He
movement.
should
But
like in reality he should get the assist because he made
yeah,
yeah.
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 But so it's last minute again from Salah. I know he's got that in his locker and he can do that, but he's not looked good.
Mm.
He's not
Nah,
looked
yes.
good, and I think
That
for
go on.
half the price, you got Gakpo.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Atatürk.
I'll be going to save 7 million.
Hmm.
I'll be going Gakpo, mate. I think he looks
Yeah.
so much sharper. He looks dangerous. Um, and I've got Ekatike, so I don't need Salah. Like, I've got
Yeah.
covered basically. And yeah, I just that whole Newcastle game, he didn't do anything. He
No.
looked, and
No. No. No.
he's not substituting him either, really. So it's a bit annoying for us because he gets in the 90 minutes, then he gets that
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
Sorry, that
It's good
gets
for
that
me as a
assist.
Liverpool fan,
Yeah, yeah, no, it's good for
but
you.
not good
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
FPL.
But FPL wise, yeah, and Haaland's just another one. It's just so much money, mate.
Yeah.
Unless he's banging it in every week, two goals
Two
some weeks,
goals.
one goals, two
Yeah.
goals, one goal. Like it's just not worth it. I'd rather spread it out. And I'm
Yeah.
honestly thinking about downgrading Watkins if he carries on because he's 9 mil as well. I've got Jokeres who's 9 mil, and Ekatike is 8.6, whatever he is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking of bringing Watkins down and just giving myself a bit more money to play with. So yeah, it's. I just don't want to be spending. I even feel bad spending 10 on Saka and Palmer. Like
I agree.
I just yeah, I don't know if I'll see how it goes without them, and if it's going well, I'm not gonna get them back in. I'm just gonna go with the team that I've created. So
We're only putting them in because of their names. They've not
yeah,
done anything
yeah,
so
exactly. No,
far in
it's
those
not a
first
merit.
two
It's not a
games.
merit.
And to be honest, they weren't that good at the end of last season.
No,
They weren't
they
really
dropped off.
doing much. So
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what
yeah.
happens. But it's probably worth saying as well. We're not playing any chips this
No,
week. We
no
haven't got
chips this
anything
week.
like
No,
that. So
no chips.
yeah, we're gonna see how it goes,
Raw
and
dog
then
it.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I think that just about wraps it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so get the comments in below. We'll have a link to our mini league again in the description. So definitely come through to that. And yeah, hope you all have a good week. Hope I do better than Lee, obviously.
Nah, that ain't
But
happening.
yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, but apart from that, FBL chefs out.
See you later.